staying in America was the most expensive decision I ever made. And I stayed about 20 years too long. It wasn't the rent, it wasn't the groceries. It was the silent cost nobody talks about. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You guys know the money grind story in America. 401k, grind, get the crib, and that somehow equals wealth. Fellas, the truth is you were building inside a system that was designed to take from you, not to build, okay? We know that everything about America is a money grab for the most part, right? So the narrative that you were told, go get your education, go get a great job, get into the career field of your choice, go get a good job, work at that job for 30, 40 years, retire at 65, and then live the rest of your life. When the life expectancy in the United States for a black man is right at 70 years old. So guys, the real fear about relocating out of the United States isn't money. It's you relocating to a system that you're unfamiliar with, that you don't know. Like you don't know which grocery store to go to. You don't know which pharmacy to go. You don't have your routines planned out, okay? And I get that fear. That's a fear that a lot of men that I talk to and work with have, okay? It's not unusual. Don't feel bad about it. That fear is real, guys, okay? So you're not less than because you feel that. That's a legitimate fear. But here's what I'm gonna tell you. The systems that you don't know in the country that you don't know, there's a way to take care of that, okay? So I'm gonna give an example of what I did. So I used to come down to Playa del Carmen on vacation. And it was something about the place that really stuck with me, right? And so I would come down here after the basketball season, for a week or two to get the vitamin D, to get the water out here, to get the sun, get, the people, whatnot. It's such a cool vibe down here. And I always thought like, man, this is a cool vacation spot, but I never really thought about living down here. And so about the 6th or 7th time I got down here, I met Brother Michael. And Brother Michael's like a plug down here in Playa del Carmen. And he was able to introduce me to some people, give me the lay of the land. And he also hooked me up with the group that I'm in now. We have a Taco Thursday group, and it's a group of black men, about 50 in the group, and we're all not in Playa del Carmen at the same time. Some of us are in Thailand, some of us are in South America, so we come and go, but we're all on this WhatsApp group. And so I started meeting some of these brothers even before I relocated down here. I'd come on vacation, and if Mike was in town, we'd connect, and then he'd invite one or two other cats to come through. So when I had my situation on the airplane where I got removed, and that was my final straw, I said, F this, I'm out of here. I had Michael, I had good experiences, and I knew that if I came down here without a whole lot of planning, I was going to be okay because I had set up a contact and he was gonna be the plug, okay? So when I made the decision that I was gonna leave, I came down here and plugged right in to the black community, plugged right into this men's group. These guys are very warm and loving, and guys, you can have this too, depending on where you go. And that's why with Next Chapter Forward, we encourage the brothers over 50 who want to relocate to consider countries where black people are, where they've congregated, where they're having successful lives. Now, you can go to other countries if you want. That's fine. But those countries I can't necessarily help you with because they don't have a black community. See, here's the thing. You can plug in with Facebook groups in the particular country that you're interested in, and you can start to develop relationships even before you get to your country. You take a scouting trip. So you go to the place that you're interested in, you take a scouting trip, and then what happens is, if you've done your due diligence and you've gotten online and you've connected with some people and you've got some Facebook groups, then you will have people on that scouting trip. And listen, guys, what I've seen in terms of black people in these different countries, they understand it's like golf. It's very similar to golf. And if you've played golf for the first time, you know that you're terrible. And even the scratch golfers have patience with you because they were once where you were. It's the same thing with relocation, okay? The people that have successfully relocated, they know that you're a little bit anxious. They know you don't know where to get the best deal on a haircut. They know that you don't know where to go to pay your bills and whatnot. So they're very helpful, right? They're patient with you. They'll go out to dinner with you. They'll go get a drink with you if you're feeling a little lonely or anxious, okay? And that community that you can build is huge, guys. It's one of the major reasons why I've had a successful relocation here in Playa del Carmen, why I really like staying here, because the fellas uplift me, you know, and I'm not gonna front, guys. There are days you're gonna be lonely, you're gonna be frustrated, you're gonna be challenged because you're gonna be out of your norm and out of your routine. So that's a good thing. I like being challenged. I'm on the third day of a 3-day fast right now. I like to challenge myself as a former professional athlete, okay? I'm comfortable in that. A lot of people aren't comfortable like that. So it's imperative, guys, that if you're a black man over 50, you can go to Albania or Europe or something like that. But I can't really help you with those countries because outside of Portugal, and I think maybe a little bit in Spain, I don't know that there are large groups of black immigrants to those countries. And even if there are, have they collected into groups and build community? I'm not sure. So the countries that I tell people to look at, you know, brothers over 50, we work with Mexico, Belize, Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, Brazil, Portugal, Ghana, South Africa, Thailand, Vietnam, the Philippines, okay? And we're gonna expand to different countries, but those are the countries that we've identified as having strong black communities. And so guys, this, you know, I'm not your therapist. I don't really want to hear the stories. I want to hear your 90-day exit plan. That's what we provide in Next Chapter Forward. So we all got trauma stories. We can do the trauma Olympics all day. But what is your 90-day exit plan? That's what we provide here in Next Chapter Forward. That's what I'm most concerned with, fellas, for you, okay? We can exchange information once you've made the move. But I want you to get out of that trauma chamber. I want you to be able to walk out here on Sunday morning or Tuesday morning and ground in the sand and in the water. Get into the ocean. Let the water soothe you, right? I lived in Chicago for 27 years and I freaking love Chicago. I love that city. They have adopted me as a native son, even though I was born in Carbondale. I've been an adopted son of the city of Chicago and I love it. But I'll tell you, Chicago has its own issues, just like a lot of places in the United States. Well, a lot of places around the world. But the issues in Chicago are overwhelming compared to the issues in a place like Playa del Carmen, Mexico, or Puerto Vallarta, or Lisbon, Spain, or different places like that, okay? So these are things I want to get across to you fellas, because you thinking that you can DIY this thing, you can, but I wasted thousands of dollars doing that. I don't want you to make the same mistake, okay? So get your global scouting report. Go to my bio. It's a free quiz. It's 8 questions. It takes 2 minutes. It gives you a score of your readiness to relocate. This will get you on the Next Chapter Forward email list. And depending on how you score, you know, we'll contact you in different ways. But I want to see what your 90-day exit strategy is, right? We can talk about demand, we can talk about Karens, we can talk about all that at another time. But I think it's crucial, guys. I think the timing is crucial. And I don't think you have as much time as you think. Things are shifting rapidly around the world and in the United States. And these people are diabolical. I think the problem with most black people in America, we don't understand how diabolical these people really are. We think, we keep being shocked, but we don't understand. It's like, bro, stop being shocked. This is who these people are, right? This is what they do. So things are shifting. I've said it in previous videos. Freedom of movement and travel is going to be really restricted coming up here in the next 6 to 12 months. So this is not fear tactic. I don't do that. I'm just kicking it real. I give you the facts and let you figure it out from there, okay? So if you're interested, guys, hit me up. Go to my bio, get your global scouting report. And then you could be experiencing mornings like this, right? Where you're not in traffic for 45 minutes to an hour, both ways, going and coming. Where you're not in a cubicle or you're not indoors all day, sitting there under artificial light, right? You don't have to be vitamin D deficient like I was for years. That's a choice, guys. It's not a prerequisite, okay? So if all this is sounding good to you, go get your global scouting report, and I'll see you on the other side. Until next time, holla, y'all.